there, Stampers. This is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. And I'm excited to share this card that I created for a swap recently using a brand new product from the Tropical Suite Oasis, or Tropical Oasis Suite, sorry. And it will be available beginning January 3rd, 2020 in the January to June mini catalog. This is a gorgeous suite of products. So we are using the Timeless Tropical Stamp Set, the Coordinating in the Tropics dies. So that's what the dies look like there. And then we are also using a new punch. Hopefully you can see that and not too much glare. This is called the Label Me Fancy Punch. That is also in that same mini catalog. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to stamp our background. So I have got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to use this gorgeous floral image and some Grapefruit Grove ink. And we're gonna create our own patterned paper. So I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp this in a few different places. And you can see that I'm stamping off the side of the paper as well. This makes it look like the paper was pre-cut or cut down to the size that we wanted, sorry. Whereas if you can find all of your images within the cut cardstock, it doesn't look like it's naturally patterned. So now I've got some old olive ink and I'm going to use the leaf image from that Timeless Tropical stamp set and just stamp a few leaves here. Just kind of randomly, I'm kind of adding them so that they look like they're growing off of the flowers. There we go. And then we might as well do all our stamping first. So we are done with this scrap paper. So now I've got the greeting from the same set. It says, "May your birthday be memorable." And I am going to stamp it using Memento black ink on a piece of Whisper White cardstock, just a scrap piece in the center. And then I'm going to take the punch and slide it in and center my greeting. It does trim off a little bit of the bee, the tail on the bee. I'm just making sure that it's straight. And I'll punch that out. And then we can go ahead and start assembling. So I've got a piece of 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inch old olive cardstock. I'll add that to the center so that we have a nice thin border on all 4 sides. And then I'll add a strip. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Okay, let's do this first. I punched a 2-inch circle from vellum cardstock, and that's gonna go down first. And then we need to add a strip of adhesive. And then I've got a piece of burlap trim that measures about 4 inches. It's just slightly larger than 4 inches. That's gonna go across the center. There is also some beautiful burlap ribbon that comes in this suite. It is called braided burlap trim. That's really pretty that you could use in its place. When I designed the swap, I didn't have that yet, so that's why I chose to do this. All right, and then I've gone ahead and I've punched that same shape punch, the Label Me Fancy punch from basic black cardstock. And I'm going to cut it in half and add a bit of adhesive just to the back of both sides. And this is how we're going to extend it so it looks like it's got a mat. It will only show that it's got a mat on 2 sides, but that's okay. I just wanted a bit of contrast on there. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to add, well, let's make sure that these are straight here. Okay, all right, and then we'll add some mini dimensionals to the back. do one up here and one down here. Okay. And that's gonna go in the center here, just like that. And then I've got my leaves already die cut. And these are the leaves. What I did was I chose one of each of this one, this one, this one, and this one. Because I was doing 20 of these cards, I didn't want to have to pass through multiples of the same die. So I chose one of each, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So we'll just tuck these. I did take my bone folder and I kind of curled it up a little bit just to give it a bit more dimension. Just adding a little bit of Tombow in behind. So 2 of them will get tucked up there, and then 2 of them will get tucked at the bottom of this corner. Just like that, and then this last one will get added right on here. Move it over a little bit. I love the liquid glue. It just gives you the option to slide things over as needed and manipulate them a little bit before it sets. Now I'm going to use a mini glue dot. Just pick it off with my paper piercing tool. Put it right on here. And then I've got a bow tied from our 1/8 inch Grapefruit Grove ribbon. That's gonna get added right on there. And now this is ready to go onto our card front. So I'm gonna flip it over, and I am going to use dimensionals for this. So I'll do one in each of the 4 corners and then one in the center. So if there are any supplies that you would like to order and you're in Canada, I will have a full supply list below. Boy, the backing on some of these is difficult to get off here. And I always appreciate all of your orders. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's just this package that I struggle with. I don't remember ever having problems with the mini dimensionals, but lately they've been tricky to get the backings off of. Okay, so then that is going to go in the center there, and it's got a little bit more of a border. I love adjusting or changing the widths of my borders. So we've got a 1/16 of an inch on all sides here. Excuse me, and then an 1/8 of an inch of the grapefruit showing. And I love the way it looks. All right, so thanks so much for watching. If you are not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will chat with you next time. Take care.